Mr. President, Mr. Secretary General, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be with you. My friends, my first words are in memory of the million people who lost their lives as a result of this pandemic, and also to those who are suffering with earthquake in Turkey and in Greece. I believe that our prayers, regardless of the God which each of us believes in, aim to ask for peace and rest for all of them. I also wish that all those who are struggling to overcome this pandemic succeed for the sake of humanity. Secondly, I would like to address President Gabriela Cuevas Barron to say thank you. An organization such as IPU must respect their own and show it. The energy and the dedication of Gabriela Cuevas devoted to the IPU is recognized by everyone in a difficult mandate. With so many regional conflicts and a pandemic that has prevented the full operation of the IPU during this year. Was it a perfect mandate? Maybe not. The mandate of any of us will not be perfect also, because we are human beings with good qualities and weakness. But I believe it would have been difficult to keep the organization's energy without your full dedication to the IPU. Thank you very much, Gabriela. Dear friends, the voting process will start very soon, and each of you will be able to choose the president of our organization by secret ballot. As you know, according to this principle rotation between geopolitical groups in the presidency of IPU, it is now the 12 plus geopolitical groups' turn. I would like to point out that this principle has always been observed ever since it was approved. And it is essential to safeguard the rights of groups with fewer votes in our organization. My candidacy emerged with this background. I embraced politics in the Portuguese Parliament 30 years ago, and I have the pleasure of being in the Portuguese delegation to the IPU for 18 years. Therefore, I know how our organization works, and I share its values. The protection of democracy, human rights and freedom. Dear friends, I am from a small country, Portugal, where its history is materialized by bringing together cultures and building bridges between peoples and nations in the presidency. I believe that with leadership, dialogue, and consensus building, it will be possible to mobilize forces to fight poverty, terrorism, migration, intolerance, and climate change. Success will require the support of traditional IPU pillars. Firstly, increasing women's participation in politics and decision-making positions in society, as there is a huge disproportion between the weight women represent in schools, universities, and many occupations and their weight in political leadership positions. There is still much to be done, and we should not fear our words if necessary. We should introduce gender quotas in politics, as we have successfully done in the Portuguese Parliament. Secondly, attracting younger people to politics, where the future is being decided after all. We must increase their involvement using new technologies and new topics to which young people are more sensitive. Thirdly, we also have to focus on making stronger the capacity of parliaments to improve their legislative quality and their role in scrutinizing government activity. And finally, giving particular impetus to achieve its sustainable development goals. We have already passed 5 years milestones since the United Nations adopted SDGs, and today we are facing a new challenge with the pandemic. We need to change attitudes. All this is to make the IPU, in deep and close collaboration with the United Nations, of course, to gain a more prominent role in the international sphere and more visibility, and to be the voice of those who often struggle to have a voice. Finally, we cannot talk about others without looking at ourselves, at how we work. We must reinforce transparency in the implementation of each IPU program. We must develop our actions with concrete acts, not just approved nice resolutions. We must ensure the financial transparency of the organization as a whole. It will be a great challenge, I know, but I believe that we'll be successful, as I have shared this message with many of you over the last few weeks, and I have felt your support and wish to materialize this project. There is a real desire to have a president who represents the IPU, but more, who represents you, and in close to each of you at some time. And you know that this will be the case. After this election, I will be the same Duarte, available to where needed, available to listen to you, available to work with you, and especially proud to represent you. I am sure that you know, believe and trust in my work and the project I am presenting, as over the past few weeks I have received almost unanimous support from Europe, Latin American, Portuguese-speaking countries, and so many other African, Arab, and of course Asian countries. Everyone will be important in this task. In the forum of women parliamentarians and young parliamentarians, in committees, working groups, geopolitical groups, we will all be called to work together with a natural call, those who are now candidates for the IPU presidency. I count on everyone for the success of our organization. Dear colleagues, now the decision is yours. I hope to be with you in person as soon as possible. Together, we are stronger. Thank you so much. Muito obrigado. Please, keep safe.